methodology that we follow is constructivism, learning by doing, rather than learning by listening, viewing. We prefer children to actually do things hands on, and that is the way that they will learn best. The outcomes, the kind of experiments they do, the kind of projects they do, etc., will have connects with the curriculum. But the curriculum does not say you can, they only give you the learning outcomes. But the way in which you reach the learning outcomes is up to the process you follow, and the process we follow, the teaching learning methodology, the laboratory, and I will talk about it a little bit more in detail later, and the innovation center. All this make us different. We would like to believe that it's almost I can't say 100%, but maybe 95% fully aligned already, because the methodologies we've already implemented, the peer group collaboration, spaces for that, breakout spaces for doing that, lot of open space where you can do informal learning. Learning by doing is important. Use of technology in learning is important, and that is something which I need to speak about. Excelsoft is an education technology company, and the whole idea there is how do we use technology to make education that much more effective. Of course, there is one thing when you say e-learning or education technology, the first thing that comes to anybody's mind is it's anywhere, anytime, any place, any kind of learning. So, it is about the internet, and there is content, you can learn anytime at your own pace. Even if it is lectures like we saw during the recent pandemic, when everybody resorted to remote lecturing, and we were using streaming platforms to take those videos real time to students. All that is one part of the game as to how you will use that technology. Worked well during the pandemic. I am talking about technology tools that will enable and empower the teachers in the classroom. It is not just about the smart board and the projector, but lot of other technology tools which work behind the scenes, which empower the teacher. Similarly, the students in our school do not have a iPad embedded in front of them, but then when they go out, they get to access a lot of technology tools. I will give you some examples. If a student is learning algebra, for instance, or geometry or trigonometry or whatever, there are specialized software tools that are available today, which will help you learn geometry better. That does not mean they will stop teaching you geometry in the classroom, they will go ahead and do that. But there is that extra flexibility and a better visualization that happens when you use such tools like GeoGebra, Geometer Sketchpad, which is all about trigonometry. There are tools with respect to astronomy called Celestium, Stellarium. It is a complete database of all celestial objects, and by writing some simple scripts, you can actually build an experience of how does it look like if you take one full orbit around the Mars kind of thing. So, every subject there are specialized learning tools, not necessarily technical, many of them are technical. If not, we have built some tools which are called manipulators, which you can use by hand. There is nothing electronic about it, but it reinforces concepts very strongly in the minds of the children.